Good goes everybody, because they will continue to play Danganronpa SE Twilight of Ceres. Let's load it up. Yeah, where were we again? Somewhere. Oh. Nothing to say, eh? Yeah. So, we'll continue on. So we're done with the storage room, we're done with this part, recreational room. Time to go somewhere else. This door doesn't seem to open. Right. Sup, bro? I can't talk. Oh, there's even more company. In front of us was a short guy dressed in all black. He was as pale as can be, as if he had seen the sun in years. I take it thou art fully informed of our current predicament? Yeah, we are. We spoke to Renji earlier. And thou art now awaiting introduction to me? My name is Valerie Ehrlich. I hold the title of Ultimate Historian. A historian, huh? The subject of my research is death itself, however odd that may sound. Every man experiences death at some point. It is but an inevitability of life. And yet, for most of our kind's existence, we know very little about death itself. Plagues, natural disasters, sudden deaths, such things are attributed to the gods or astrological alignments. Not to mention the countless murders that were left unsolved due to lack of forensics. And you find enjoyment in this? Of course I do. I find enjoyment in death, but it's an interesting topic to research. Yeah, you dropped an old English speech. Nay, you're not pretending to talk about that, are ya? By no means, do not accuse me of such things. Does it have anything to do with why you're dressed like a vampire? I beg your pardon, I do not dress as a creature of the night, how dare you? You kind of do, though. I grant you, I may not dress in the most modern fashion, but I am not a vampire. I wasn't accusing you of being a vampire, I just said you looked like one. That you did. Now I'm starting to think you are one. You wouldn't be so defensive otherwise. Certainly not, don't be absurd. Okay, I was kidding. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. Then do not compare me with such horrible beasts. Moreover, vampires are fictitious creatures, so I cannot possibly be one. I know that. Hey, it's unrelated, but what are these rooms? These seem to be the dorms. I believe they got our initials written on the nameplates. You dropped the old-timey speech again. Strangely enough, there's 3 doors with the initials SM on them. Hold on, let me think. There's Yolan Moore, Sarah Mitchell, and Sandra McCarter, right? That's 3 people who share the same initials. That's an unfortunate coincidence. Oh, there's also a door with nothing written on it. Do you think that might be my room? I mean, we can't know for sure. It could just be an unoccupied room. Besides, why would they remove your name from the door? You don't know your name right now, but the school staff should know it. I shall continue to investigate. It was a pleasure meeting you all. That didn't seem very genuine. Whatever, I didn't really have anything else to say to him either. I should have met everybody by now, right? I feel like I've looked everywhere, but I still haven't found Misaki. Some rooms are locked and there should be multiple floors, so... Huh? Hello, can everybody hear me? I sure hope so, because the space system wasn't cheap. The voice in the intercom sounded rather immature. It wasn't at all what I was expecting, that's for sure. I see you've all well met. That's great. Saves us from having to do introductions later. That means we can get the entrance ceremony started right away, so please head to the gymnasium right about now. Now, okay? Oh wait, you guys can't respond, but you've got no reason not to go to the entrance ceremony, so whatever. Don't be late or else you're in big trouble. Got it? Alright, now how do I turn this... What do you mean we've been on audio only? Why wouldn't you tell me? So the MS ceremony's happening? No way. I don't trust it. Me neither. That also sounded unbelievably unprofessional. And what do they mean by big trouble? Screw this, I'm not going. I'll wait here. Avoiding it because you're afraid won't change anything. It's best we go. The entrance ceremony will undoubtedly give us more information about our situation. She's right. Hey, I'm not afraid. I'm just thinking rationally. But you're not wrong. Whoever made that announcement definitely knows more than we do. With that in mind, I do have to agree with Shiori. Yeah. You know, Shiori, you're a lot smarter than I thought. You thought I was dumb? I'm gonna go to the entrance ceremony now. He's the dumb one. Those two sure are something, huh? Definitely, but I think it's nice. I'm glad you have some friends already. Oh god, are we a friend group now? Anyways, we should head to the gymnasium. Come on. Everybody left. This is the first time I've been alone since I woke up. It's eerie. Goddamn motorcycle, stop ruining the recording, bro. I should get going. Shit, that's... You're a loud fella. Gymnasiums. Okay, let's go through here. Gym, yeah. What's this guy doing? Oops. Are there gonna be refreshments at the entrance ceremony? I'm thirsty. I didn't like that announcement, not at all. What, are you waiting for someone to show you the way? You know where to go. No, I don't actually. Whoever's behind this has a hell of a lot of explaining to do. Where's my friend though? I forgot her name. Bestfriend something. Saki, I think. Guess there's nothing I can do but move forward. Here I go. See you here. Sup, fellas? Oh, hey there, Mari. Turns out it's a normal entrance ceremony after all. Look, they even rolled out the red carpet just for us. I don't want to be treated like some kind of celebrity. They should just treat us like normal students. But we're not normal students, we're ultimate students. There's a difference. Strangely enough, there's only 16 seats laid out. Well, duh, there's 16 people in our class, so there's 16 seats. That makes total sense. Look, the seats even have our names on them, so they're meant for us. But we're not the only class, right? Shouldn't there be more students here? There's no faculty here at all, and it's not like there's another gymnasium in the school. We're definitely in the right place, although we might just be early or late. There's no way we're late. The announcement wasn't that long ago. If anything, the teachers are probably the ones who are late. Where's the person who made the announcement? It's pretty sloppy to be late when they seem to be in charge of the whole event, sorry. Late? Who's late? I'm not late. Huh? Where's that coming from? We were suddenly interrupted by that same voice we heard on the announcement earlier, but there didn't seem to be anyone around. I'll have you know I'm right on time. If anything, you're the ones that are late. And right as they finished speaking, the lights in the gymnasium went out, leaving us in total darkness. Is this supposed to be happening? We all diverted our attention to the stage in front of us, trying to find whoever was speaking to us just now. That's a rocket ship. Okay. What was that? And what are you? Oh, those are some stage lights I set up. You know, cool stuff. I had to make a memorable entrance somehow, right? That looked like something you'd see at a rave, not at a school entrance ceremony. Not to mention the rocket. How would you know? How many entrance ceremonies have you been to? I say they should have all rave lights. Sure, whatever. But seriously, what are you supposed to be? I'm supposed to be your headmaster. Puro's the name. Nice to meet you guys. For a second there, the room went quiet. Everybody needed some time to process what this thing just said, but someone quickly spoke up. You're the headmaster? Seriously? But look at you. What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with me? There's some kind of strange flying robot, like a drone or something. Well, yeah, you don't have to tell me that. I'm pretty damn aware of what I look. Well, yeah, you don't have to tell me that. I'm pretty damn aware of what I look like. But why? Are you working from home or something? Like controlling this thing from a distance? Or are thou some strangest flying metal devil? Or did you die in a weird and unusual death, or did you put your consciousness into a robot? Who is this they here exactly? Either way, you're all wrong. Actually, the vertically challenged girl was right. I am being controlled from a distance. So I might not be here in person, but I'm still your headmaster, and you will address me as such. And you said your name was Puro? Correct. It's not my actual name, obviously, but that doesn't matter. After I shattered humanity and became a drone, and now I am Puro. But you're still just a person controlling this from a distance, right? Yeah. But why exactly aren't you here in person? And where's the rest of the staff? Well, you know, lots of traffic right now, that's all. Busy roads, busy schedules. And I'm pretty sure it's lunch hour as well. I don't believe that. Believe what you want, girlie, I'm just telling you what I know. Anyways, we should really... Suddenly, Porter started flying kind of strangely, as if it was losing its balance. And out of nowhere, the bright blue light on his face had changed. Hello? Hello? Are you all able to hear me? Yeah, but what happened to your voice? Oh, you shouldn't worry about that. We just had some minor technical issues. Now then, let's... Hey asshole, what are you doing? Why are you connecting to my drone? Porter, it's not yours. We never agreed that you would be the only one in charge of it. Agreed my ass, you guys have your own stuff to be focusing on. Let me do my thing in peace. I don't trust you to control this thing on your own. You're far too reckless. So what, we're both supposed to be Porter now? How does that make sense? Couldn't we have discussed this a little earlier? Can you guys please stop arguing? You're confusing the students. Hey, when did you get here? This is ridiculous. I want to be able to talk to the students too. Anyways, we should get started with the entrance ceremony, don't you guys think? It's true they have been waiting an awfully long time. Hold on, what is going on with you? You owe us an explanation at least. Okay, fine, look, we're sharing the responsibility of being the headmaster, so we're all talking to you through Puro. Don't mind us, we just have to share, but we're all the headmaster. This is stupid as fuck. Now we can finally get started. Hold on, we have a lot more questions we want to ask. Questions should be saved for after the entrance ceremony, got it? Got it. Good, good, now please take your seats. Guys, please, sit. Just get on with it already. Fine, okay, stand all you want, it doesn't change a thing. I want to get this over quickly anyways. Please divert your attention to the screen behind me, okay? As instructed, we all looked over to the projector screen behind Puro, which was displaying nothing but white. Okay, let me begin my presentation, and if any of you interrupt while I'm speaking, I'll shine this laser pointer in your eyes, seriously. Ahem, so... Welcome, class 01 SE of Ceres Academy. You should all be proud of yourselves. Making it here is no small feat, so pat each other in the back. Now, you may have noticed that there's nobody else around, but don't worry, there's a good reason for that. You've all been chosen to be the final class of Ceres Academy. The final class? Don't you worry, this doesn't mean that Ceres Academy is shutting down. We've just chosen to pursue a new method of teaching. Instead of you guys spending a few years here studying pointless bullcrap and going off to do your own thing, you'll instead be spending the rest of your lives here living together. They say that your college years are the happiest years of your life after all, so why not live the college life forever? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This had to be a joke, right? And trust me, when I say the rest of your lives, I really mean it. You'll be spending the remaining days only in the school. So, do you all understand? The only way out here is in a body bag. Of course, we don't expect you to die anytime soon or anything. You can't be serious about this, right? How do you expect us to agree with this? We don't, but that's not a concern to us. You have no way of leaving the building after all. But don't worry, we have lots of resources, so we can provide everything for you guys' needs. That doesn't matter right now. You're saying we're trapped in here. So what? This is a great place to live. Or are you guys all so rich and famous that you've got giant mansions to get back to? It's a fine enough place to live when you're a student, sure. But I don't want to be living in a dorm room in my golden years. I see how it is. You have all been spoiled with the peace and stability of the last decade. You've known safety for far too long. You've never seen war. That's why you can't accept not getting what you want, isn't it? The youth these days, I swear. Hey, don't say stuff like that. You're making me feel old. I think the joke has gone on long enough. Besides, you can't hold us here. That's a criminal offense. Well, yeah, obviously. I don't think they care. Unless this is one of those terms and conditions situations where we accidentally gave them the right to kidnap us. Hey, I never agreed to any terms and conditions. This is a clear technical foul. You idiots are driving me insane. Listen up. I know all of you haven't accepted this just yet. There's still a lingering feeling of this can't be real, right? Bouncing around in your heads. But this is real. This is very much real. This is realer than the realest reals of real land. It's kind of like the 5 stages of grief. You're denying right now, and some of you are already getting mad. It won't be long until you're begging at my feet to let you leave. Do we have feet? Shut up, they're like these little nubs. Not the time, but you guys get my point, right? There's no way out of the school, the doors are locked, the windows are blocked off, and nobody's coming to get you. You are trapped. But I don't want to live here forever. This is horrible. Say, I do wonder, how low would some of you would stoop to leave this place? How determined are you? Would you stop at nothing? After all, there is a special set of circumstances which would leave us with no choice but to let you out here. What are you talking about? You see, we couldn't possibly have a murderer living among us in this school, could we? That's why there's a special set of rules in place for if a murder were to occur. A murder? It would seem most logical for us to kick said murderer out, since we really shouldn't encourage that behavior, however. Since you're all so desperate to leave, the consequences of committing a murder seem more like a reward, don't they? That's why we've decided to go all in. If you kill someone, you get to leave, of course. That's only if you get away with the crime, though. So don't just stab your nearest classmate whenever you feel like it. You must be out of your mind if you think any of us would do something like that. Oh really? You're only saying that now, but will you really be able to hold on to that mentality in a week? Or in a month? It's especially hard when you start suspecting your peers. You know, you were awfully quick to jump to this whole killing idea. Is it safe for me to assume that this was the entire reason you trapped us in here from the start? Well, you got me. You're right, yeah. The whole thing was planned from the start to be a killing game, and all of you are the participants. This is a game to you? Yeah, think of it like werewolves, but without the cards. And there's no bothersome seers around. Unless we got the tarot reader. Stick to the damn point. None of us are gonna kill each other. We're classmates after all. Exactly, I trust everyone here to not do something like that. Oh really, even though you've just met? You know, murder is most common among peers, dog eat dog, you ever heard that before? You're 3 times more likely to be killed by someone you know than by a stranger. And it's not like you guys are all close chums, you barely know each other. Yet if you're not planning on killing, can you really be sure that your classmates are just as innocent? Alright, enough. What's stopping me from grabbing the nearest chair and bashing you into a pile of scrap metal? The rules? We haven't had a chance to explain those yet, have we? You guys should all find your student handbooks underneath your chair. The rules are listed there. But for now, just know that it's absolutely forbidden to harm the headmaster. And what happens if someone were to break that rule? They get punished for violating a rule, and it wouldn't be a slap on the wrist either. They get the most severe punishment possible. Execution! We've got machines turrets hidden all around the place. And even if you did manage to bash us into a pile of scrap metal, we will still be able to continue this little game of ours. We just have to find some other way to communicate with all of you. So it really wouldn't amount to anything. You'd be wasting your life. Execution? Machine turrets? Anyways, your student handbooks. They're pretty nifty. They're totally damage resistant, just like me actually. Poro is made from the same material. Either way, the handbook is incredibly important for your school life, so please take good care of it. Who cares about some handbook right now, man? Okay, if you insist. It's about time we end this little explanation. You have enough to think about for the time being. The game is on again. A lover or a friend, and remember, the winner takes it all. Please enjoy your school life here at Ceres Academy and try to follow the rules, okay? Fare thee well. Goodbye, everyone. Be careful and please get along. Love and peace. Well, I'll be seeing you suckers. Give this game everything you've got, and may sweet death come for you all. And just like that, Poro left, leaving us all there to try and process what he just said. So that was, I don't even know what to call it. Unpleasant, bad, horrible, terrible. I mean, it's not all that bad. Everyone here seems nice and no one would kill someone, right? How can you be so sure about that? Remember what Poro said, you can't know for certain that someone among us isn't already planning a murder. No one here really knows each other. Not that well, at least. Not a single person broke the silence for what felt like hours. Everybody was scared and sure of themselves or simply frozen in disbelief. Despite being in a room filled with people, I had never felt so alone. No one would meet my gaze, and in seconds it felt as if everybody had gone from classmates to lifelong enemies. I tried to muster up the courage to speak to Shiori, but I didn't know what to say. It felt like a wad of paper had been shoved down my throat. Hey, where's my best friend? Is Misaki one of the headmasters? As if I was physically incapable of speaking. I felt like I was choking. I was the first to leave the gymnasium. I headed to my dorm room and locked the door behind me as fast as I could. It's not like I had anywhere else to go. And next. Or is this where the demo ends? Okay. I got back to my room pretty quickly. At least it's somewhat nice. And the door has a lock, which is reassuring. So are the rooms soundproof or not? I directed my attention towards the monitor on the wall. Ahem, can everybody see me now? Good, good. It is now 10 p.m., which means it's officially nighttime. Please get a good night's rest. Tomorrow is another day. Bye-bye. So we still haven't seen a best friend. Where is she? I guess I might as well try to get some sleep. She's probably part of the part of the game behind the scenes, if that's even possible right now. I got in bed and lay there motionless for at least an hour, just staring at the ceiling. And eventually, I drifted off. Drifted off. And no, really, is it the end already? It doesn't seem like it. Credits. I don't know. Light. Again. Just like before, I could feel a bright light shining on me from above. You sure it's not just ceiling lights? Except this time, they weren't the terribly bright LED floodlights at the school pool. The hell is that? Am I at the top of Mount Everest? Above me was an azure blue sky. I could hear the sound of waves crashing in the distance. Except I didn't feel anything below me. I carefully sat upright, looking towards the horizon. Escaping to a warm tropical island would be nice. Sitting on the beach somewhere in the Seychelles, reading a book and drinking a smoothie. Nobody around to dictate what I have to do with my life. I'd be totally independent. But that's not what independence is. Independence is making your own choices even when surrounded by others that don't agree. Yeah, this is more like isolation. You can still make your own choices in your everyday life. It just takes courage. That's easy for you to say. Am I even the one saying it? This is your dream. Doesn't that mean that anything I say comes from your subconscious? Which means that you agreed with what I said, you just don't want to admit it. Because making your own choices and having confidence in them is a lot harder than letting others tell you what to do. Where did you even go? After we entered the school, you suddenly disappeared. I thought you ran off, but you were nowhere to be seen afterwards. It's not like I can answer that, Mari. I'm not even real. But I appreciate that you're worried about me. It's flattering. At least the waves are nice, huh? Yeah, they are. Dreaming of Seychelles Island. Okay, so that's where the prologue ends. Our best friend is spotted the evil mafia, evil group or whatever. To be continued, I know. So yeah, this is where it ends, I guess. So this is Danganronpa SE Twilight of Ceres. So far so good. It's just a prologue, so will the previous save points can be used in future updates or not? Just like there are some games that don't work for some reason. So yeah. Anyway, so it's a Danganronpa prologue. I don't even know what to say because it does all. You see, there's a checklist of how to introduce characters, etc., etc., and Danganronpa prologues always does that, and I've seen it all. There's nothing to complain about. I guess when you're traversing, when you're exploring, I'm not familiar because of the map. There's no pointer in which where am I or how am I supposed to go. That's just a minor thing. It's not like the map is huge or something, but yeah. As for the writing, it's fine. I don't see any problems here. There are a few typos, but as for the writing itself, I don't see a problem. I like it. I also like the art style. It reminds me of Persona 3, 4, 5, whichever one is it. And then there's another murder mystery game that is kind of like Danganronpa, but I forget its title, and it's barely talked about. Fuck, what was that? It was so long ago though. Maybe I'll put a picture on it in this part here, and when I edit it, yeah. So I'm done here. So this is Danganronpa SE Twilight of Ceres. If you want to try it again for yourself, the links in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.